Hello students, in today's class we are going to learn about the custom duty and the format for determination of a custom duty, how to compute the value of custom duty. So the custom duty is nothing but it is an indirect tax which is levied on a goods. So it is a indirect tax levied on goods when goods are transported across the international borders. So the custom duty is levied on a import and export of a goods in the international trade. So the main purpose of the custom duty is to protect each country's economy, maybe the resident, jobs, environment. So by controlling the flow of goods, so protecting the each country's economy by controlling the flow of goods means especially the flow of restricted and prohibited goods into or out of the country. So the custom duty is nothing but it is an indirect tax levied on goods. It is especially levied on import and export of goods in order to protect our country's economy. So for every import GST will be levied. So as you learned, for every import of a goods from other country, if you are importing any goods from other country, IGST will be levied. So in addition to IGST, the custom duty also levied. So the custom duty is levied as per the Customs Act. For every import of a goods and services, custom duty will be levied. So this custom duty is levied on the assessable value of a goods. It is levied on the assessable value of a goods. So here in this format, first column is about the particulars, second column is about the amount, and third column is about the total duty. So here under particular column we have to take the various types of custom duties, and in the amount column we have to calculate the duty as well as the assessable value. In the last column we are writing about the total taxes or total types of a custom duties paid on that import of a goods. So that is the total custom duty payable on the import of goods. The total duty will be taken, only the taxes will be taken here, and the taxes plus the assessable value is nothing but the total value of commodity imported. What is the total value of commodity imported? On import of that commodity, what is the value we have paid is nothing but the total value of that assessable value or a total value of that commodity plus the taxes is nothing but the total value of a commodity imported. So now we'll start with the assessable value. Assessable value is nothing but it is a price of a goods. It is a price of a goods or a value of a commodity. Value of a commodity. It is the price of a goods or a value of commodity or a cost of a commodity imported. So in the assessable value, you have already learnt about the assessable value. It is nothing but the transaction value. How you calculated the transaction value is nothing but by adding to the price of a commodity or a cost of commodity, or adding some of the expenses which are in connection with that cost of product. So that is nothing but the assessable value. So on this assessable value of a product, the custom duty will be levied. So there are various custom duties are levied. So under that BCD, basic custom duty, NCCD is for the national calamity contingent duty, or CVD countervailing duty, social welfare surcharges, safeguard duty, anti-dumping duty. So these are the various types of a custom duty is levied on the import of a goods and services. So that is on a value of a goods. On value of a goods, on the assessable value of goods, these custom duties will be levied. So now we see what is this. So now see the format for determination of custom duty. So here we have to draw 3 columns, particulars and 2 amount column. So custom duty is calculated on the assessable value. So the first type of custom duty is a basic custom duty. It is levied on a assessable value. So the BCD or a basic custom duty is levied on a assessable value. It is levied on this value. The value or a taxes is calculated on the assessable value. So the BCD or a basic custom duty is nothing but all the goods when it is imported into India. If any goods is imported into India are chargeable to a duty, are chargeable to a tax as per the Customs Act. So that is nothing but the basic custom duty. The custom duty levied on that import of a goods. So that is nothing but the basic custom duty. The second one is we have here on this assessable value we have to add BCD, basic custom duty. So this basic custom duty is calculated on the assessable value. So on this assessable value we have to calculate the basic custom duty. So after that we have to total that. Next, after adding accessible value and BCD, basic custom duty, so the next duty is levied is NCCD. NCCD is nothing but the National Calamity Contingent Duty. National Calamity Contingent Duty. It is a tax or a duty levied on some of the imports. Some of the imports like pan masala, or tobacco, or cigarette products. So if there is such an import, then only the NCCD will be levied. This NCCD, National Calamity Contingent Duty, is levied on the accessible value and BCD. Means on this total value it is levied. Accessible value and the BCD value it is levied. So again we have to add the NCCD, so we will get one value. So the same duty is levied under the second column, because we are calculating only the duty. What is the total duty is paid for that particular import of goods. For that we are writing only the duties in the second column. After calculating the custom duties, taxes, we are writing the same value here. So the duty is nothing but the BCD, NCCD, CVD, social welfare expense, social welfare surcharges, safeguard duty, anti-dumping duty. All these duties will be calculated and taken here again. So the total is not taken again. This is the total along with the accessible value, along with the value of goods. After adding the taxes along with the value is nothing but the value including tax. It is accessible value including tax. This is a value, accessible value including the tax. This value, this column we are calculating to find the total value of commodity imported. So in the second column, total duty column, we should not take the accessible value. So the NCCD will be calculated. So the NCCD will be calculated only on some of the imports. It is calculated on AV plus BCD. Next, after adding that, we have to add the CVD. CVD, if any, it is calculated on AV, basic custom duty, and NCCD. So CVD is nothing but countervailing duty. It is levied on countervailing duty is levied on a subsidized article. This duty is levied on a subsidized article. Means when the goods are imported into India, so the sum of the goods is imported into India by getting the subsidies from other country. Subsidies from other country means these goods will be imported at a low price due to the subsidies given by other countries' government. Due to the subsidies given by that other country's government, the goods may be imported into India at a low price. So in order to bring a equal track with the similar goods of our country, in order to bring a equal track with the similar goods of our country, the duty equal to that subsidy granted by that other government is imposed on such subsidized goods. In order to bring a equal track commodity imported and the commodity what is there in our country, similar goods, in order to bring a equal track, so the CVD or a countervailing duty will be levied on such subsidized goods. So this CVD is calculated on a accessible value, BCD and NCCD, means it is levied on this value. So you can calculate like AV, BCD, NCCD. If you take AV, BCD and NCCD, or if you take this total also, the same value will get. On that value we have to calculate the CVD. So next we have to total of these taxes. The next duty is levied on the import of goods is social welfare surcharges at 10%. Even though in the illustration it is not given about social welfare surcharge at 10%, we have to calculate. So it is calculated on the BCD, NCCD and CVD, means it is calculated on the duty value. It is calculated on the BCD, NCCD and CVD value. On duty, we have to compute this social welfare surcharge at 10%. So this social welfare surcharge is nothing but it is a duty levied to provide a finance for education, health or social security in our country. Means before education cess, health and education cess used to levied on the import of goods. From 2018 year onwards, all the goods imported into India will not be levied will not be levied any health and education cess. Instead of that education cess, health and education cess, social welfare surcharge will be levied in order to finance the education, in order to provide revenues to meet on education, health or social security of in our country. So that is nothing but social welfare surcharges will be levied at 10%. Next is a duty levied is safeguard duty. It is levied on the assessable value. On this value directly calculated safeguard duty and anti-dumping duty, both duty will be levied on a assessable value. On this value it will be levied. So safeguard duty is nothing but safeguard duty is imposed to protect our domestic industry. If any article or a goods imported into India in large quantities which causes the serious injury, because of that importing in a large quantities, which will be causes a serious injury into our domestic industry. So to protect the domestic industries, the safeguard duty will be imposed in order to, if any importer import any bulk quantity of a commodities which may causes injury to our domestic industry, so to protect that industry, to protect our domestic industry, the safeguard duty will be imposed if there is any import into India in a large quantities. Then anti-dumping duty. Anti-dumping duty is imposed on import from a particular country. It is a duty levied on the import from a particular country when any goods are imported at a price less than the normal value in such a country. So the value of imported commodity, if it is less than the value prevailing in that such country, when that goods is imported at a price less than a normal value, means for a dumping purpose, if it is they are selling it for dumping purpose, they might sell the commodities to our country at a low price. So in order to protect that dumping goods, anti-dumping duty will be levied. So anti-dumping duty will be levied, that is levied on the assessable value. So next we have to compute the total subtotal. So that is the total of this and total of the second column. So the last two duty is IGST. So for every import of commodities, IGST will be levied. So IGST is nothing but integrated GST will be levied on all the import of goods and services. So this IGST will be levied on the value of goods including the custom duty, value plus custom duty. So that is on the subtotal. On this value IGST will be calculated. So the same value we have to write here. Next is a compensation cess. Compensation cess is it is a duty. Compensation cess is one of a duty. It is levied on a luxury goods like high-end cars, pan masala, tobacco products or aerated drinks for a period of 5 years. It is levied for a period of 5 years, especially to compensate for losses of revenue, compensate the states, especially to compensate the states for losses of revenue. If any states has incurred losses due to the implementation of GST and all, so to compensate that losses, compensate the states from revenue losses, the compensation cess will be levied on the import. On this tax revenue, it will help to compensate the states for loss of revenue. So these are the various taxes levied on the import of a commodities. So the total of the first column is nothing but the total value of commodity imported. It is nothing but the value plus the tax paid for that commodity imported. The second column says about the total duty. Total duty means the totally how much duty, custom duty will be paid on that import. So that is the total custom duty payable. This is the total of second column is nothing but the total custom duty payable. So the determination of custom duty payable is important for a 6 marks question.